Have mercy. Your brother from the gutter that's licking on his back behind the wood for the open bar. Saturday night, Sunday morning. And what is today? Today is July 20th. So training camp just around the corner. And if you're bored this weekend, you might want to check out the garden walk on the east side. Outrageous. And, of course, it's been a crazy week, as usual, with Trump. More shit than you can shake a stick at going on. I say release the Epstein files. Release the damn Epstein files. For years, people like Dan Bonjoni, or whatever the fuck his name is, and Pam Biondi and Kash Patel, they've been beating the drums to release the Epstein files because they thought there's going to be all these Democrats on the list and that the Biden administration should release the Epstein files. And now that they are in charge, it's like, hey, nothing to see here. What Epstein files? It's all fake news. It's a big hoax all of a sudden, according to the Donald, which was created by Obama and Comey. And if you believe that, I've got some $1 million condos in Blaisdell I want to talk to you about. Of course, this is bullshit. If they did release the files, if they did have this shit on Trump, they would have released it. Of course they would have. So also, he is suing the Wall Street Journal for releasing an Epstein Trump birthday card. Now, this came from I guess it was like a scrapbook that Giselle Maxwell, who's in jail now doing 20 years, Epstein's cohort, who used to get him the underage girls, help recruit. She had this scrapbook together for his 50th birthday. And lo and behold, there is a birthday wish card from Donald Trump in which he wishes him a happy 50th and may every day be another wonderful secret. What do he mean by that? May every day be another wonderful secret.
This man is a true psychopath.
So then Trump signs it with the outline of a naked woman's boobs, he draws. And then as underneath it, for the pubes, he signs Donald Trump. So, yeah, he's a little bit upset at the Wall Street Journal, and he is now suing them. So, that's what Trump does. He sues everybody, and he tries to scare everybody, and that's what he did to CBS. It's what he did to ABC. It's what he does to all these attorneys. He wants everybody to be scared of him, and that's the way dictators roll. That's the way they roll in authoritarian type countries, autocracies, if you will. They get everybody scared, and they get the billionaires on their side, you see, because the billionaires like the tax cuts, and they're not gonna fuck with the billionaires. If you're on Donald's side, you're in good graces with him. They're not gonna fuck with you. And these oligarchs could give two shits about you and me. So these are dark days, my friends. Dark days we are in. And how about their 3-minute gap? It was 1 minute, right? In the Epstein tape. Of course, they had a camera on him when he was in his cell, and they said there was a minute missing. Now they come out and say it's 3 minutes missing. So maybe he did get killed. And there's no pictures that I've seen of Barack Obama or Joe Biden with Jeffrey Epstein, but I've seen a hell of a lot of pictures of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and videos. So, yeah, maybe they did kill Epstein. Giselle Maxwell sitting in a jail cell. She's got to know. I wouldn't be surprised if something, some kind of accident befalls her with all this shit going on. He fired Comey's daughter, who works in the Justice Department. She's a prosecutor. She worked on the Epstein case. and the P. Diddy case. So they fired her. For what? For what? Because she's James Comey's daughter, and he's blaming the whole Epstein thing on Comey and Obama, saying that it's a hoax, just like he calls the Russia thing a hoax, which was not a hoax, by the way. He asked Russia to interfere in the election, and they did interfere in the election. Whether or not it was a conspiracy or not, he was definitely playing footsie with Russia. We know that. And he tried many times, 5-6 times, to obstruct the investigation and could have been charged with obstruction of justice. But, of course, he had William Barr, and he buried it all. So the Russia thing, he says the Russia hoax. It's not a fucking hoax. We find out that he was trying to build a hotel. He wanted to get a Trump plaza built in Moscow. We know that he's gotten money from Russia for his golf courses and whatnot. He's in with Russian oligarchs. And if it was a hoax, then why did he try it? If he had nothing to hide, why did he try to fire? Why did he fire Comey? He tried to fire Mueller. And I believe the White House attorney, Don McGahn, said, you can't do that. If you do that, I'm gonna resign. He didn't know any better, so he had some professionals that he appointed. Now he has all sycophants like Pam Bondi and these other jamokes that he's put in there, these Fox News people like Pete Hegseth, bunch of fucking morons. And now Stephen Colbert has been booted off the air beginning in May. And it's not for bad ratings because Colbert is the highest rated nighttime show. So it has nothing to do with ratings or a shrinking late night TV audience. As you may have heard, Colbert, he interviewed Steve Kroft from 60 Minutes and CBS paying off Trump $16 million for that interview with Kamala Harris, which there was nothing to it, really. The edit that they made, it was, it's the same answer pretty much, just a different way of answering it. But so that, just to get them off their ass, it was a shakedown. And they called it a shakedown. And when they did the interview, Colbert and Steve Kroft on the Colbert Late Show. And so this is coming 3 days after that. So maybe they're a little upset about that. And, of course, Skydance is trying to purchase CBS and Paramount. There's a big sale. There's a big merger there that needs to be approved by the federal government. So Trump, of course, could stop that sale if he wanted to. So I'm sure that was part of the deal, that they throw in Colbert. And, of course, Trump was on social media saying, oh, great, Colbert's gone. He's delighted. And he's like, I hope Jimmy Kimmel is next. So he wants all his critics gone. And I'll tell you, if we're starting to fire comedians because they pick on the dear leader, we're no better than North Korea. We really aren't. It just doesn't make any sense that they would get rid of Colbert. It has the highest ratings of any late night show. And maybe the revenue isn't there that they used to get. But still, that's no reason for axing the show, and they're going to replace it with what? They say they're going to they're not going to do the late night thing anymore, not going to have late night talk shows. So you got something better that's going to make more money than the Colbert Show? It doesn't make any sense. Plus, they could have gone to Colbert and said, look, can you take a pay cut? Can you work with a little bit smaller staff? We need to save money. You don't cancel the whole fucking show. But this guy from Skydance, Dave Ellison, CEO of Skydance Media, poised to take over Paramount Global, told federal officials he is pursuing a focus on American storytelling while touting a new, unbiased editorial direction for CBS News. David Ellison, Skydance's CEO. Now, his old man, Larry Ellison, is a major supporter. He's a tech billionaire of Donald Trump. So, yeah, American storytelling, unbiased editorial direction for CBS. like what is that? What does it mean? CBS is biased in their news? I mean, or are we talking about a comedian here? CBS is not biased in their news at all. I mean, that's just ridiculous. So I guess what that means is when there's a conspiracy theory, that's a conspiracy theory, and everybody knows it's bullshit, that we should give that the same attention as facts. That's what that means. This is the direction that we are heading in. Just like the Okies in Oklahoma teaching their high school students that the 2020 election may have been stolen from Donald Trump, which is outrageous. No proof of that. So this is what's wrong with mainstream media, is that they bend over backwards to try to give both sides equal, which, I understand that, but sometimes there is no other side. Okay? Sometimes you got to call it what it is. You just got to call out the bullshit. And that's what they are afraid to do, because Trump's got everybody. He's got everybody's titties up in a twister. Scuzzball that he is. I just hope these conservatives, these Trump lovers, these Trump humpers, I just hope they realize someday there's going to be a Democratic president in there. And all these things that Trump did now that are norms, like saying fuck you to the courts, I'm going to do this anyway, they'll be able to get away with it because Donald Trump did it. The precedent has been set. Hey, you want to sell fucking watches or make money while you're president, make billions of dollars, accept planes from foreign countries? Sure, no problem. Donald Trump did it. So he has lowered the bar for the office of the presidency so fucking low, a pregnant ant could not crawl under it. Anyways, on to more serious stories, like this one from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A Pennsylvania naturism group has announced the return of Balls Out Bowling. That's right. It is an annual bowling event where clothing is not allowed. That's right. The Pittsburgh area naturalist announced this year's Balls Out Bowling event will take place on Saturday at Pittsburgh Crafton Ingram Lanes. Admission to the event is only $30, which includes 4 hours of unlimited bowling, and they throw in the shoe rental. So at least they're wearing shoes. The group said the only clothing allowed for attendees are shoes, which are required, and optional bottoms for women. Please bring a towel and a bag for your belongings. The group said all participants must be at least 18 years old, and all genders, sexualities, and bodies are welcome. No photos or videos, however, are allowed during this event. Oh, snap. Because I would really like to see some pictures from the Balls Out Pittsburgh bowling event. I'm sure there are some smoking hot ladies at that event for sure.
You're a little pervert.
And how about this story? A passenger flagged by TSA after swamp crotch sets off alarm. That's right. A self-proclaimed mid-sized woman claims TSA body scanners flagged her crotch twice at 2 separate airports during a recent trip. Wow. 2 separate airports. I mean, you got a problem if it's, 2 separate airports. And it's not just, women, but men also. They get this sweaty cojones. But Jesus, lady, twice. I mean, try something. She said she was wearing, she describes herself, bike shorts and normal underwear, whatever that means. Possibly a ShamWow would be the way to go. All right, listen, that's all I got for you. I'm Outski. Until next time, of course, remain calm, circle the wagons, go Bills. Oh, and I must tell you that, of course, the Slickcast, you should hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends. Share it on whatever social media site that you're on, because I am on no social media sites anymore. But you can listen, you can stream us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, YouTube. And, of course, we originate out of Podbean. And as always, we'd like to thank Julia from Lakewood Studios for her expert help with this podcast, technical and graphics. And, of course, Weed, Whiskey, and Warren Zevon. Peace out. Go Bills.
Hail to the king, baby.